Yo, 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 hey, hey, mic checkity, checkity, check, check, mic checkity, check. Um, everybody popping, everybody good, cool, 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 cool. Great news, everybody, great news. The world is turning on Michael Rapaport, one of the most annoying people I have ever like. I don't understand why people like Michael Rapaport. I don't understand. Apparently, Kevin Durant's coming at him for some reason because what do you call it? They're on an Instagram beef, whatever that means. And what is it? What is it? I love Kevin Durant for this. I love Kevin Durant for this. So I mean, apparently Katie's been talking to Rappaport this whole time. Um, Basically, Katie wants to fight Michael, and here is something that Kevin Durant said that I love. Michael Rappaport has this thing where he like yells at politicians, and it's just weird and cringy. The man's like 50, right? This man is yelling full force on an Instagram video at politicians when politicians don't bear him any mind. it's I cringe. It's the same thing as like when someone calls like a matchup a rivalry where like one team just beats you 10 straight times, but that team that gets defeated still calls it a rivalry. Like, no, you're just horrible. Like, like people who care more about other people that don't care about them, it's just it's just weird. It's just basically what I'm saying. Kevin Durant said this. It was like all you do is suck other men for attention. Trump didn't pay attention to you. Now you want to get everybody else to get views and laughs. Your life's a joke. It's messing with your brain. Do it, clown. Good for you. Nobody cares. Man, man, I love it. I love it. I love it. Katie, keep doing this. People just need to get hit sometimes. Men, just saying men. Okay, okay. Like Michael Rappaport. Just like, back in the day when men were talking to each other, when you don't like something, you just hit them once. Okay, I need to stop with this. But I'm just saying, like, it's easy to, like, yell across an Instagram screen or to say somebody's name and foul on social media, but like Kevin Durant's trying to meet up with Michael Rappaport like in person to talk things over. Because if you're not liking how someone's talking about you, you go up to that person in person and say something just because you want to amend things. Now, when people don't do that, you kind of start questioning that guy and like he's doing it for views. Basically, he is. That's all I'm saying. I don't. I'm. It's those people are just so annoying, man. Like Michael Rappaport is exactly like the profile picture of that type of person. It's just so cringe. It's so cringe and nasty. Ugh, whatever. And apparently, like, Michael Rappaport is like called his lawyer against Kevin Durant. What? What's going on, man? What's going on? Uh, like when any type of current event happens, political, sports, music, here comes Michael Rappaport yelling. It's just like tiring, man. It's tiring. It's so tiring. It's so weird, man. It's weird. It's weird. I don't know. I Like he's your tip. He's like worse. He's worse than the old heads that like critique rap nowadays. It's just, it's just like okay, just okay, cool. Yay, you're a hater. Or ha ha ha. Yo, do you want a pizza? Do you want a ribbon? I don't. It's just weird. Um. So go Kevin Durant. Love it. All right, it's a Shi-Fi podcast, episode 9D90. It's March 30th. Streets are opening back up. Vaccination sites are coming up. Streets are back. Streets are back. They never left though, but they're more public now. It's 2021. Summer is here. Summer is being released. It's time. It's time to while out. Basically, is what I'm saying. I can feel it in the air. I can feel it in the air. It's good. It's good. I like it. I like the energy. The streets, Dallas, America, the world, China. Shout out to Russia. Shout out to Shout out to France. But yeah, I like it. I like it how it's going on right now. I like it. I like it. I was peeping the news. You know how I peep, and things are rumbling. People are rumbling about vaccine passports. What did I say on this exact podcast about 5 to 6 months ago, saying this is going to be a big deal because you can see it. It's such a control move. I love it. I love it. Like politicians, they know the game, man. I'm honestly a low-key politician, man. But what I'm saying is like it's just how it is. It's because I knew when the vaccine was going to start. I just know personally that a good majority of people were not going to take the vaccines. I never understood why everybody thought it was going to be 100% people were going to be convinced to take the vaccine. No, I think there is a great majority, about 35%, 40% that are not going to take the vaccine. And then I thought that was going to be a problem. And I was like, okay, I think there's going to be a thing called vaccine passports. Seriously, look this up. I literally was talking about this situation. Um, wait, let me get my credit. Let me get my credits. It's got to be in the 70s in the episodes or something. Oh, got this. December 28th. No. December 16th, 2020. Episode, look it up. Episode 81, December 20th. No, December 16th, 2020. I said this exact same thing because it's predictable. Because I just knew like the majority were not going to take this vaccine. It's just like no one's going to take a vaccine 100% when it comes out the first year. That's just not like a human characteristic. We're all skeptics. Like, there's a good, like, I don't know. I don't know what people were expecting. Like, are people like the people that take the vaccines and stuff? Of course, I don't. I don't understand why they thought 100% we're going to take the vaccine, and now the passport's going to happen. That I kept saying that was going to be an interesting situation because we've never I don't know. I haven't lived that long. Have we had anything like that? I know like with smallpox, teens and the 50s of having to take certain vaccinations to be able to be eligible for employment situations or those shots you take when at birth. But the thing about it, this is a very brand new vaccine that is months old and maybe a year old, but I just like 100% was not going to take it right away. But this is kind of a human normal characteristic life thing. So the vaccine passport is going to be very, very interesting, and it's going to be entertaining to see how this is going to be handled because I think my next prediction, I think I've said this like a theme. I love how much I've never known how much states control their own states. I mean, it makes sense, but you've never heard of governors so publicized in the culture because we always look at President Trump. We always looked at Trump, and Trump was the guy. Trump this, Trump that, whatever. And now we have a new guy, the Biden, who, I think we can all agree on this. He's not as public as Trump. He's not doing press conferences. He's not speaking much. I think he did one last or a couple last month. Um, he has more like professional manners. It's not really transparent as much. So with that being said, we're all looking for governors. We're all looking at governors to, uh, be professional and like talk directly to us. Um, like I'm knowing all these governors of these random states. I'm like, why do I know this? How I shouldn't be knowing the names of these governors, but it's just showing the fact that how much these states are acting like their own countries now. It's very interesting. So I've seen like the governor of Florida is like going to make an executive order saying we're not going to have vaccine passports. That's interesting. I know Newsom is definitely not going to do that. Those are going to be polar opposite situations. So that's going to be very entertaining to watch. Um, if I don't know, I don't know. I see both sides. I see both sides of the situation because if I want to make everybody take the vaccine because they're gonna have to take these vaccines and expire, right? Like, is that right? If I'm wanting to make sure people take the vaccine, I'm gonna like force it somehow, some way. But if I'm on the other side, I'm like, I want everybody to have their own choice on whether to take the vaccines or not. I'm not going to have a strict order. So I get both sides. I get both perspectives. So it's very interesting to watch because people don't like to agree or disagree or whatever meddling. Um, very interesting. Very interesting. I don't know. But it's going to be entertaining to see. I don't know what to compare this to. I mean, yeah, I don't know. It's going to be interesting to watch. I just love how like governors get roasted on Twitter and then like other governors start roasting the other governors. It's like this doesn't feel right. This doesn't feel right. I don't know. I just everybody likes to jump on other people's pain, but I mean that's how life is. Let's see. What else? Oh, oh, oh. Okay, we're talking. Why did I not lead with this? Lil Nas X, Montero, his song that released Friday, March 26, comma 2021. Um, First off, amazing song. I love Lil Nas X. Day one fan. I bumped Holiday maybe 1,000 times in a week span, and I'm being extremely factual about that statement. I love the song, and I watched the music video. I actually like okay. I actually watched the music video when it premiered. That was one of the few times I've actually watched it. And apparently, this is probably one of the most impactful music videos I've ever, or the media or the culture has ever like talked about. I didn't really think anything much of it. I think I watched it and I was like, oh, cool. And I moved on with my life. like, I I love how much culture and just people are so bored of life that they criticize a 20-year-old's music video. It's extremely entertaining and I love it because I'm like, wow, that gets y'all that distracted. I love it. I love it, man. What do you call it? People who are easily distracted, I love it because go over there, go over there. But what's it called? What's it called? So I watched it. I've been kind of listening to the song subconsciously for the past 2 months because Lil Nas X has been advertising the song on TikTok for I don't even know how long. He's always had this as a sound. He's been advertising it. I've heard the hook so many times, so I've kind of heard of it. And I like that. I like the hook. Call me by your one. Call me when you need. Love it. Cool. Montero. Call me by your name. Cool. I went to sleep right after that. I mean, cool. Yeah, the music video was very like kind of like wild, like, but hey, that's a musician for you. So I watched the music video and everything, went to sleep. Cool. Woke up the next morning. People are like hot about this music video. And then Lil Nas X is like quote tweeting these takes and like, oh, Rapture's coming and like, oh, he's a Satanist and like blah 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 blah. And then he like, and then it turned into a religion thing. I'm like, oh no, oh, oh. I was like, that's why he kind of made that music video the way it is. But then after I heard his reasoning, I was like, okay, move on with my life, I guess. And and people are still talking about it. It's Tuesday, and people are still talking about the music video. If you haven't watched the music video, I mean, it's very Satan related, and I know it gets very touchy, but you gotta let musicians do what they want. You can't limit musicians. I don't care if he's doing the wildest thing. You don't limit musicians. You don't limit their creativity. That's lesson one on how to critique musicians. Okay, moving on. So if you haven't watched the music video, it's like what Satanist themed and very hellish. And like I think everybody in the last scene was like, oh, he's going to heaven. He was like going to heaven, and then like he found a stripper pole and went down to hell. Like that was like the picture of it. And you know yeah, it's just you have to watch it too. It's like he's like dancing with the devil. Yeah, cool. And then he kind of like, and then this tweet I think really got everybody kind of wild. He was like, "Oh, the Christian community has always been telling me gay people are going to hell, or like I'm going to hell because I'm gay, and so I'm gonna go to hell." Okay, you gotta admit that's a gangster move. That's a gangster move. When when you think you're getting critiqued and you go along with the critique itself and embrace it, that's a baller move, man. Like that's 4D. I love it. I love it. I love the whole like his energy right now. Like keep that same energy then. Um yeah. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Um like and as like someone who like believes in Jesus and like I wasn't offended because like that's kind of like a theme in like the gay community when it comes to Christianity because a lot of times when gay culture is brought up or when all of that is happening, Christian culture just repels it, like saying like don't even mess with it, don't even be like friends, or you're gonna go to like tell them they're going to hell. Like it's very weird and wild, and it's not loving and helpful. This is a very touchy subject, so I like just everybody has their own opinion on it, and everybody's right. So this is just my right opinion, but there's a lot of topics, and this goes for every religion. Um, there's definitely these type of touchy subjects in Islam, and with Christianity, there's definitely some touchy subjects, and when those subjects get brought up, it gets repelled. It gets like, no, don't even talk about it. Don't even mention it. Don't even say anything about it. And how would that feel if you're gay or like if you think you're gay and you're being brought up into life and you go to church and they're talking like, oh, gay people are bad and they're going to hell, like, man, that stinks. Like, to be like, okay, man, something's wrong with me, like, and no one ever talks about it in a very sensitive way. There's and I'm saying this because there are sensitive people out there. And so especially at a church, you gotta like talk about it a little bit more. I mean, I remember like back in my days going to church, youth pastor was like always kind of like, yeah, gay people are not going to heaven, like straight up. I was like, jeez. I was I don't know. It's just one of those like, are you like, what if a gay person came up to this certain youth pastor, and this is a very normal youth pastor opinion, so I'm not like including or targeting things. So what if a person who thinks he is of the gay person, like a gay culture or stuff like that, um, comes up to a youth pastor and is like, okay, I am um gay, but hey, like maybe I'm working, I don't know, like working on it, whatever. I don't know, fam. And the youth pastor's like, oh no, that's not allowed. Or yeah, that's you're gonna need a lot of work and therapy. Like that's like very sad to hear if you are gay asking that question. Like it's just stinks. I know a lot of people. This happened in the drug culture as well. I know a lot of people doing drugs in high school that would kind of say something to their youth pastor, and they would get kicked out of the program. I was like, I'm glad I didn't hear like these stories. I didn't really hear about for like months after, but I'm like, my goodness, it stinks. And it's not even like bad drug. It's just like things like weed, which are very kind of normal. I know this one dude. I know this one dude from my church. Not gonna say which church. Not gonna say which age or grades. But I remember this one dude. He smoked weed. This is how it is. And he was playing in a church band in the high school. Ah, gave it away. But I don't know what age I was. And so he was playing the church band, and the youth pastor found out that he smokes marijuana, which is very like kind of normal. And so he got kicked off the band and kicked out of the church. I'm like, that really stinks because I feel like there's 20 more ways you could have handled that way better. And it's not like he was the type of guy to get offended easily. Like if you point out something to him, maybe he would be like, okay, I'll work on it type of thing. Like he didn't really have like an aggressive personality in his bones. So I was just like very shocked by that. And that really so basically what I'm saying, this happens in a lot of cultures. I mean, sexual culture as well, in like that Christian community, which are very touchy subjects. Sexual culture, gay culture, drug culture, all of those things sometimes gets touchy. So Lil Nas X, he's embracing it, but yeah, whatever. I mean, I don't know. And also, what am I trying to say? In conclusion, with that, what I just said the last like 5 minutes or so, Lil Nas X is kind of playing 4D chess in the way of how this community, the Christian Fox News community, is very touchy on certain subjects, and they get offended very easily, or they not even offended. They just talk about it a little bit more. They get very sensitive to it, and so Lil Nas X is going back at the people who criticized him growing up. Basically, well, that's all it is. That's all it is. I don't know. I don't know if I talked about that very well intellectually, but I hope that came across somewhat okay. Like again, my name is Charlotte Bellinghausen. I don't have a problem with anybody. I don't care. Back to Lil Nas X. Um, what's it called? I wasn't trying to make the point. But then there's another side of the song that was like, this is amazing marketing because attention is the new moneymaker. I don't know why people don't understand this. If Do you know what have been the best response from the Christian culture to this song? To not say anything. If Fox News didn't say a word about this song, if pastors didn't say a word about this song in a bad manner, okay. If Fox News, if the pastors across the country on like social media did not talk about this in a bad way at all, Lil Nas X would be looking at this extremely different. He would have been like, "Oh, my plan didn't work to offend, like to make people talk." Because this is the whole scam of it. Like, it's not a scam, but it's kind of a scam. So it's shock value. It's WAP all over again. Um, Lil Nas X made this music video because he knew it would make people talk. It would make people get their attention. That's why I was like so like weirded out because I was like, this is what we're talking about. Like this is an attention grabber. If I can get your attention, I have you. I got you. Like especially from a YouTube viewing standpoint, getting paid by watch time now, it's your attention is valuable now. That's why it's kind of just like um I love the marketing uh market manipulation move from this song and the music video. I love it. And Lil Nas X is an amazing marketer. The man lives in 2030 when it comes to like music marketing, for sure, for sure. Um, yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing. Yeah, that's what I gotta say about it. I did not know this song was going to cause this much controversy when it was going to come out, but it did. Apparently, apparently. Um, and you know he's going to feed off this energy, right? Like he already is making those satanic shoes. He's not okay, guys. He's not even a Satanist. He's not even like weird. He's just embracing what people are calling him now. It's just like when you get sometimes when you get so tired of life and get so tired of criticism, you just embrace the criticism and act. That I don't know. That's why I kind of like this. It's very like it reminds me of a quote of like don't chase something, let it chase you. Like embrace it. Embrace the people calling you names and like going back at them. I don't know. The what was it? He was selling like 666 pairs of shoes of these Satanist shoes. He's feeding off this for sure. So I don't know. It's very mind tricky. It's very intriguing. It's very intriguing. Um, wow, I talked about that for a long time. But yeah, overall, in conclusion, I love the song Montero. Can we get back to the music? Like, can we just get back to the song at least? I love the song. It's amazing. It's great. 10 out of 10. It's right. I liked it straight up. Like on my Spotify. So I don't know. I just love his deep voice singing rap. It's the same reason why I love Giveon, or like why I instantly liked Giveon's voice because it's like that low voices are like amazing. And maybe because I relate, I don't know, somehow, whatever, maybe, but it's always nice to hear low voices singing rap. I don't know. It's kind of something that I like. Um, that's about it. I hope I said things right. I mean, what, 10 people listen to this? Sorry. What is? What else? All right, let's wrap this up. Song of the week, shout outs. Song of the week. Song of the week. You already know Montero, Lil Nas X, whatever. Wait. I remember he released like some. Let me tell you, he's feeding off this. He released Montero, Call Me by Your Name, Satan's extended version. Again, he's feeding off the energy other people are giving to him. It's the more attention this song gets, he's gonna divulge more into this world. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah. Call me what you want. Call me when you need. Call me in the morning. I'll be on the way. Na-na-na-na-na. Awesome. Well, the song. Shout out. Shout out to the vaccination employees. The people giving the shots. Shout out to them. Kudos. Blessings and more life. Okay, let's wrap this up. Thank you for watching. Peace. Have a good life. Don't let these crabs keep you in the bucket. Peace.